All right. United eyeing Dayot Upamecano, a French international who plays for the side of Bayern Munich. Welcome to the United Matters channel. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash like button, comment and share. We are also going to be talking about Jodan Sancho opening doors to obviously see himself playing for a team in the Serie A known as AS Roma. And those are the two stories that we're obviously going to be covering in the next 10 minutes here onto this beautiful channel of ours, that is the United Matters channel. And guys, let's keep it a point by subscribing. And after subscribing, hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this beautiful YouTube channel of ours. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who has gone ahead, obviously continue to subscribe to this channel, because you people are really doing us great, and we really love all your efforts that you're really putting in here onto this beautiful channel. And I'm just in the skies to see to it that we really get in the best of the best as the side of Manchester United, and we hope for a better season. And we all know to it that Sunday we are taking on Arsenal, and here we're obviously going to be getting in lots of stories from the side of Rock and David as far as the match preview is concerned, how the players of Man United went ahead to train, and see even what more we have to offer in here for the fans of this channel. Now, let's obviously get started with a story coming in through from Christian Falk. You know, he works for the Build, right? Christian Falk, and he's a tier 1 journalist from Germany. This is what he has gone ahead to say. Man United are eyeing a late move for Dayot Upamecano, who has only 1 year left on his Bayern contract. Now, I think he's one of those defenders that is good, but he's always a one mistake away from costing his team. For the time I've gone ahead to see him kick a ball as Dayot Upamecano, I've gone ahead to see to it that the lad, he's really good, but he's having that one mistake in him. You know, he's having that one mistake in him that always costs his team. And this tendency of not going in for these players that have really gone ahead to fail elsewhere is really trying to grow again. I don't think that Dayot Upamecano is one of those players that you think should be given chance to come in and really play the club of Man United. I don't really believe it, because we play with the back three, you understand? And you've obviously gone ahead to see to it that you're having Harry Maguire, Leny Yoro, Matthias de Ligt, Mazarawi, Luke Shaw, Lisandro Martinez, Aiden Heaven. You know, those are close to 7 defenders that we've gone ahead to talk about. Now, how many are leaving next summer? You know, if you want to bring him in this summer, who are you willing not to give ball? Because this summer, I don't think that we needed to obviously reinforce that defense of Man United. We only need to obviously reinforce that midfield such that the defense gets in the right cover, and after it getting in the right cover, the rest is history. You understand? So I don't think that we need Dayot Upamecano. I don't know who is even really trying to chase this deal, but you're having Leny Yoro promising, Aiden Heaven, and Matthias de Ligt. I think that back three is really very important. You know, if you add there Lisandro Martinez, Mazarawi can do the job, right? So who else do you think should be added to this? Unless otherwise you tell me that Luke Shaw and Harry Maguire are really leaving, and I don't think that the United can release 2 homegrown players at once, because they need to obviously fill up the squad with some homegrown players. So that's exactly what is really running my mind, and I'll be shocked if at all this deal really comes to pass, because if United gets in Upamecano this season, I don't really think that we will obviously have a very good settled dressing room in as far as who plays into that back three is really concerned. And some of the players won't even make it to the bench, because that bench only goes to have 8 players. Now, if let's say you're having Upamecano on the bench, Harry Maguire on the bench, Luke Shaw on the bench, Mazarawi on the bench, those are 4 places taken for defenders. Now, there is a goalkeeper, you need to be having in midfielders and strikers. So I don't think that it really makes sense. And whoever really is trying to orchestrate this and see to it that he really sees it come to pass, I think it's just trying to destroy this summer. Let's get in only one player. Let's get in a midfielder, and the rest will obviously formulate themselves as the season really goes on, because I believe that's what United is missing only. That's what United is only missing. That is it. So, thank you very much for watching him through, and let's go to a man known as Fabrizio Romano. You understand? As AS Roma have spoken with Jodan Sancho's agent and with Man United to understand the feasibility of the operation, interested clubs believe he could end up leaving on loan. That's what we've gone ahead to say, that AS Roma went ahead to speak to the agent of Jodan Sancho to obviously see what conditions have been set by Man United for this deal to obviously receive it in full. However much Fabrizio Romano talked of a loan to be considered, we got a story that AS Roma have submitted a bid to sign Jodan Sancho on loan for 1 season. So their bid that was first really alerted to us was all about a bid to sign Jodan Sancho on loan for 1 season. Then later, we went ahead to get a story from David Austin. Roma have made an offer worth £20 million to sign Jodan Sancho on a permanent transfer. Club-to-club talks are at an early stage, and there has not yet been any indication from Sancho on whether he would be open to the move. Now, Jodan Sancho has declined very many moves. That of Chelsea, because he wanted them to really maintain his salary. Besiktas came in through and Sancho said no. Juventus, he had said yes to Juventus, but I don't know what Juventus are really waiting in for this to happen. And I've just gone to get a story that Nico Gonzalez from Juventus, if at all he leaves, then Juve will obviously go in for Jodan Sancho. So looks like his days are numbered, in that United jersey. And for me, I'm really impressed that this time around, Roma's gonna have to come in through with a £20 million bid, because the side of Juventus was obviously bringing in like 13-12 million pounds to sign Jodan Sancho. Now, if you're Manchester United, the most important bit of it all that will obviously get us excited would only be that we've gone ahead to make a loss, but we've offloaded, or we've gotten off ourselves what we call the salary of this guy, because he has been earning £300,000 plus a week. So times 4, that is £1.2 million. A year, that is close to £15 million a year for Jodan Sancho. Now, if he's left with like 2 years, those are close to £30 million, and that money can be saved to obviously get in other players to see to it that United really gets themselves in there. Now, as Austin told us that Sancho hasn't obviously gone ahead to obviously show any indication that he's really interested in the move, there came in a man known as Fabrizio Romano, another tier 1 journalist, and told us the following, that Jodan Sancho has opened doors to AS Roma move, and the proposal is worth £20 million as total package. Loan deal with obligation to buy proposal at easy conditions to activate the permanent deal. Now, this is really very important. Sancho opening the doors for a side known as AS Roma, and United is like, we want him out. We want him out, and I also want him out, because I don't want us to see ourselves really get inconvenienced into this season that we are really having as a side of Manchester United. So all what we have to do is simple. Let's get this out of our way. So that's all about Jodan Sancho, and I think that this story will obviously find you in better places as you, the fans of Man United. Tell me your thoughts about United eyeing Upamecano. Do you think we should obviously go in for him or not? And also, go ahead to obviously let us know about Jodan Sancho to AS Roma, as Roma is going to have to show huge intentions to sign him. And looks like the player's like, all right, let me give it a try, because Turin, where my ideal destination has been, that is Juventus, they haven't obviously reacted in the past 1 or 2 weeks ever since they showed interest in me. Good night to those going to bed, and bye-bye.